How you doing? So, candle. Am I getting all romantic? No. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to deal with older bottles of wine. Now, last week I showed you how to carafe young bottle, and a lot of people got a kick out of it because I was using a mason jar and I just kind of went threw it into the glass. That's because I wanted to oxygenate the wine. That's not what I'm doing here today. When you're drinking older wines, and they could be a red wine, they could be a port, there's a good chance there might be a little bit of sediment at the bottom of the bottle. These are color molecules and tannins that have bound together and precipitated out of the wine. Now, they're not bad for you, but you don't want to be drinking it. So you have to be pretty careful with the way that you do this. Now, how do you do this? Well, you take your bottle. Now, this is a 2007 Carriage House from Du Bois Vineyards, one of my favorite wines from Washington State. Now, at 7 years old, I want to make sure that, if there is sediment, that I get it out. So, how do you do it? First of all, you keep the bottle upright for 24 hours. That'll allow for any sediment that's in there to fall to the bottom. Then what you do is you take a candle and you light it, and I'll show you why in a second. You get your carafe, and I'm going to go out of camera here for a bit, but it's worth it. So what I do is a lot of people will clean their carafe with water. Best thing to do is throw a little bit of wine in there, just to make sure that there's no detergent or anything else in there. Then what you do is you take your bottle and you gently pour the wine over the candle, and what you'll be able to see is just the liquid flowing by the neck of the bottle. And what happens is that you get closer to the bottom. You've got to be a little bit more careful here. Okay, because what's going to happen is that you'll start to see little chunks, if there is any, little chunks go by the top. Oh, and then I'm starting to see a little bit right there, and then I stop. Not bad, there's only a little bit of wine left in there, but that's one of the sad things about drinking older bottles, is that you're going to have to leave a little bit. I mean, you can try and drink it, but I really wouldn't recommend it. So there you go. That's how you carafe an older bottle of wine.